What is up, guys? We are back, and I just realized that in the last video, when I was done, I said subscribe, which is like funny because I've been like binging Charlotte Tilbury stuff like a lot, like almost every day. Like I have been, what is the word? Why do I always lose the words on this? Oh, I have been consuming her content like every single day. So like it's so funny how that just came out. So we are back strong. I told you I would be consistent, and I thought maybe I shouldn't have said it because I would probably not be consistent, but look at me being consistent, like the consistent person that I am.
There's a viral video where a couple has been together for 8 years and then they get engaged and the guy goes on a bachelor trip. The guy has his bachelor party at a strip club in Miami.
Oh no.
He ends up getting a lap dance from one of the strippers. He tells his fiance it was just a lap dance and that he didn't cheat on her, and she's like, I know you didn't cheat on me, but I'm still breaking up with you. So she calls off the wedding and breaks up with him just over the lap dance. So only a month after they break up, he is in feed posting the stripper.
I had something, but I want to talk about this, like, because, like, I don't really know. How do y'all feel about that, right? Like, is getting a lap dance ground for cheating? She said she doesn't think, like, or she doesn't admit or say, yes, you cheated, but, it's still like something that she doesn't agree with, which is why they're breaking up. So I really wonder, because, like, I I would think, like it's nothing, right? Because it's just a lap dance, but also it's like some people don't really. So like I don't know. I feel like if you were gonna do that, it's like better to tell your fiance, because before you get married, like, do you like does going to a strip club? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, like if I go to a strip club, are you gonna be mad about it? I feel like they should have, like probably talked about it like, hey, like, should I go? Should I not? How do you feel about that?
I know you didn't cheat on me, but I'm still breaking up with you. So she calls off the wedding and breaks up with him just over the lap dance. So only a month after they break up, he is in feed posting the stripper, saying that she is the love of his life and that they have perfect synergy, etc., etc. It turns out he took the stripper's number after he got a lap dance the night of his bachelor party. A couple of years ago, I actually went on a bachelorette trip to Cabo and we ran into a group of bachelors. The bachelor that was getting married was fully hitting on one of my close girlfriends. And not only that, but his friends who were there.
Just in case it seemed like I was trying to back him up, I would like to sincerely apologize because he is turning out to be a literal piece of shit. So, yeah.
Also had girlfriends that they were even living with, and they were trying to flirt with me. I told one of the guys that was hitting on me, I was like, hey, I'm basically taken, like, I'm in the process of getting back with my ex, and you have a girlfriend, so you shouldn't be hitting on me in the first place. This man proceeds to tell me that I am his exact type. And not only that, but my friend who was getting hit on by the bachelor that they were celebrating, he was telling her that he found my friend more attractive in terms of, like, she was in school studying to be a doctor and his current fiance just sits at home and leeches off his money. This man was, like, scheduled to be married in a few weeks. I don't know about you, but when I get married, my man is not going to Cabo, Miami, or Vegas for a bachelor party. I'm definitely setting my boundaries when it comes to bachelor parties before I even get engaged.
Right? Like, that is exactly what I was saying, right? Because if, like, when you're like getting married to someone and they're going to a bachelor party or even a bachelorette party, like, it's good for you all to sit down and be like, hey, we are going to a strip club, or hey, I don't want you to go to a strip club, right? Because, like, now look at this. But also, the guy turned out to also be a cheater. So, who is to say that even if they didn't go to Cabo and go to the strip club, he still wouldn't have cheated eventually? So, I guess it's more of a bullet dodged. Also, do y'all just go around hitting on girls at these bachelor parties? Because I know it feels like it would happen a lot.
Hey guys, so today's my birthday and I'm getting ready, and as I'm getting ready I want to tell you guys how I'm currently staying with my evil ass aunt and everything that she has been doing to literally provoke me to the point so we can fight. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a background information as to why I'm here. So, if you didn't know, schools in New York, specifically the Bronx, are really, really, really bad. Unless you're rich and you go to like the super fancy school, then I guess it won't be the same situation for you. But my situation was really, really bad, and I knew it was wrong, and I just really wanted to like be closer to success. And I expressed this with my parents, and they basically explained like, oh, like over there in Illinois with your uncles and cousins and stuff, like they have greater opportunities over here. Like the schools will definitely be way better for you. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I might just go to Illinois. It's like, yeah, I want to go. Next thing I know, they book a ticket and everything, and I was on my way to Illinois within like 3 days. Before I got here, my mom basically warned me about how my cousins, like a couple of my cousins and my aunt, which is my uncle's wife, basically have problems with each other. And if there's any arguments or anything, just don't insert myself in it because it's actually really messy. My mom was also telling me about how my uncle's wife was like telling her, we're gonna call her.
It's so funny how it's kind of like stereotypically it's always like it seems like it's always the dead side of the family that is like super messy, like not always but like it seems so. Like I know, so like there's this whole thing that like a lot of times it seems like your dead side of the family is the problem, and then as soon as like your mom passes away, then like you realize that your mother's side of the family is actually like the really toxic people. Like I have, had this saying or like analogy a lot.
Her petty because she's like the most pettiest person ever. So she told me about how Petty was telling her that, oh, like it's always like my cousins starting stuff with her, they're really disrespectful and they're like disobedient, like just like really rude teenagers basically. So I was like, that's actually crazy. So I kept that in my mind. So when I got here, I met up with my uncle and my cousins, and we went to a restaurant to celebrate my cousin's birthday. And when my uncle got up to go to the bathroom, that's when my cousins immediately told me, like, his wife, be careful. She's crazy. Like, we're not gonna be in the same house as you. We live 2 minutes away from you by car. But his wife is like evil. She's really crazy. So
Yo.
I'm just like sitting there like, oh my gosh. What? And mind you, I still remember what my mom told me, and they're telling me something completely different. So it's like, now it's my turn to see and judge the situation. So when I got here, I met my aunt, and I met her in her room, and she was just laying down. She looked tired, and she was pregnant at the time. So I just thought like, okay, yeah, pregnancy. She's tired. That's understandable. And she was just basically saying like, welcome to the house. Our house is yours. Like, make yourself feel at home and all of that stuff. So I was like, cool. So, at this point, it's been really calm for me, like, within, like, 3 days. But then this one day had came where she just, like, I'm, like, changing my room, like, getting dressed or something. I don't know. I think I was trying on my outfits. And then that's when she just, like, opens my door. Doesn't even knock or anything. Just comes through my door. And then she looks me up and
Yo.
down. It's like, where are you going? And I was like, oh, like, I'm just changing my clothes. And then she looks me up and down. I was like, So these are the rules in my house. If you see me in the kitchen cooking, always come in to help. Always ask to help me. If you come to the house, say hi to me. Every single Sunday, you clean the house. Consider yourself having no friends over here. If you're over here, you
Oh,
have no friends at all. No friends in the house. Nobody in the house.
I mean, I
So me
guess.
hearing this, I was honestly really mad because before even coming here, I literally had a phone call with my uncle, and we discussed about how things are literally gonna be for me once I come over here. And I discussed about the whole entire thing with me having friends. I discussed the whole entire thing about me going out. That was all spoken about before I came here. And all of a sudden she barges in my room basically changing everything. And I was just like, what? And I sat down in my bed and I'm processing it. Like, there's no way that she said consider yourself having no friends. No friends in the house, no friends at all is what really threw me off. So I called my mom and told
Bruh,
her
that is
about what
crazy.
just happened. And my mom was like, what? Like, are you serious? And then she was like, she probably didn't mean it like that. And she was like, either ways, you already know what we talked about. We already came to agreement when it comes to.
Right, because also like when I was listening to like the part about the friends, I was like, oh, like she doesn't want people in her house, so like that makes sense. But no friends at all, like that, like no friends at all, no going out, like that is like house arrest.
Like, don't worry about it. But over time, like, I definitely did not try to, like, I was cleaning the house. I always cleaned up after myself and stuff. And I guess that's not something that's really common that happened here. So whenever she would see me cleaning and stuff, she would always hype me up, like, yeah, you see how Nabi's cleaning and stuff. Like, you guys should be doing that too. But then I started noticing she would literally try, like, she wanted me to become her maid. And I'm not exaggerating at all. Like, there was this one time I was literally doing laundry, and then she came in with her whole basket, and she was basically, she just gave it to me. And she was like, here. Not even telling me, please, not to, like, that's just the entitlement that came when, that's what I faced when it came to her. And there was also one time I was in my bed. This was like, I haven't even been here for a week at that point. And then she basically calls me out my room and tells me to clean the bathroom up. By clean, I mean put the chemicals in the bathtub and everything and just scrub it down. Once again, it threw me off because I feel like this is common sense. This is how I grew up. If anybody's going to come over, if you're going to have a guest in your house, you're supposed to clean up the house before the guest reaches. If the guest comes, you don't make them clean up after yourself. I don't even care, like, if I'm going to be staying for you for this amount of time and stuff. You don't make the guests clean up for you. You're supposed to clean up the house yourself. And yeah, she was pregnant at this time. But the thing is, my other cousin who stays in the house, we're going to call him Max. So Max is in the house and stuff like that. Max is 1000% capable of cleaning. But I guess he's super duper lazy. Like, that's something I'm going to
Oh
say.
God.
Very lazy.
You wanna
But
know
he is
what?
1000%
Like, I'll talk
capable of
about
cleaning
this
that
when
house
it's
up.
done.
The thing that causes his laziness, that in my opinion, is because there's like no consequences in this house whatsoever. So that's really the only thing that makes him think like, okay, I'm not gonna get in trouble for it. I'm just not gonna do it, you know? So for her to just like completely dump all the chores on me just like really bothered me. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just do it because she's pregnant and I guess she don't want to argue with Max and stuff. So but eventually I just got really sick and tired of just cleaning the house because it was really just only me continuously cleaning. And the thing is, even after I would clean, it would get dirty so quick. So everybody else was like actually freaking lazy, and I was tired of that. But that would like be a persistent thing. But something else I noticed is whenever my cousin Fatu would come over to like for my uncle to help her with her homework and stuff, because that's her dad or whatever, and he's really smart, they would not acknowledge each other at all. Like my uncle's wife,
Yo?
like my aunt Petty, they would not acknowledge each other at all. And something I also noticed is that whenever my cousin Fatu would like take anything to eat, she would literally complain about it to my uncle, being like, oh my gosh, like, why is she eating this? Why is she touching my food and stuff like that? Why she's touching our food?
Oh my God, I can't wait for part 2. So guys, that is the video. Like, that was a way longer than I thought it would be. So if you have enjoyed that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in part 2.